All right, let's get into some more Michael Jackson. It's another interview. I swear I am coming to the end of the interviews. There's not many left, okay?
You ever get bugged with questions?
Oh, no.
I mean, is there anything anybody hasn't asked you by now?
Oh, my God!
I think they've asked me everything so far.
You read all the fan magazines and 16 and Fave and Hype and Spec and Mickey and Mouse and whatever they are, This poor man's life has been dissected completely.
Whoa!
However, there must
okay, oh my God! Okay, I was not expecting to have an earlier interview than what I've ever seen. I saw the 1979 interview, I believe, the other day. And that was incredible, right? But this is he's even younger. He's like young here. Like young. Flip. Oh my God, that is so cool. Okay, I'm going to roll it back because I wasn't listening to what was being said. I was just like...
You ever get bugged with questions?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I mean, is there anything anybody hasn't asked you by now?
I think they've asked me everything so far.
You read all the fan magazines and 16 and Fave and Hype and Spec and Mickey and Mouse and whatever they are, This poor man's life has been dissected completely. However, there must be some questions because we got a ton of mail, and I'm just going to rip off some of them. And if any of you here have some, you got a question you want to start with?
Yes. When's your birthday? August 29th. It's 2 days after mine.
2 days after yours? Are you both under the same sign?
29th.
What is that sign? Virgo. That's very careful. That's the one I warned you about, by the way. Dearest Michael.
He is like he is when he gets older here, isn't he? At the moment, I mean, I've only heard him talk just a little bit, but it's like you can definitely see where he's going,
Good start. So, Urbana, Ohio, Marie Montez. I love you more than any other star. I read all the stories about you, and I belong to your fan club. I read in 16 that you have a pet snake. Do you have a snake?
Oh, yeah, Rosie the Crusher. I have a snake, boa constrictor.
Rosie the Crusher?
Where does Rosie live with you?
In my room.
Oh, wow. That's nice. I like that. How old is this snake?
It's 2 years. Had him for about 2 years.
Rosie the
Do they ever get too big so you got to turn them loose or anything?
Well, they're known for choking people. And they get about...
What are you, some kind of a nut?
Get about 32 feet.
When he gets to about 16 and a half, we'll turn him loose in the neighborhood. We live in the same neighborhood. I appreciate it if you want to do that. Dear Michael, I live in Tampa, Florida. Will you have...
Yeah, Rosie the Crusher. So he always had like a fondness for animals then. Because I've seen him with Louis the Llama before. And I've heard of, is it the Bubbles the Chimp? And there's a couple of others, and they all got names. Like, I think there's a dog, is like a golden retriever as well. But it's nice that he always like had animals and that he had a love for animals, And it's not something that I've actually been able to explore yet because it hasn't come up in interviews, apart from just this little bit. It says Rosie the Crusher, boa constrictor.
A concert here this summer, Deborah Stokes.
I think we just left Tampa in March, but I think we're going to work around to it again.
You got a concert tour that started last night, as a matter of fact. I'm going to talk to you about it in a little while. Wow. Dear Michael from Long Beach, Deanna Carroll, who's 16. What school do you go to? Do you go to a school?
Yeah, I go to private school in the Valley.
Do the kids stare at you because you're so rich and famous?
That's a good question.
Do they? Do they stare at you? Not because of it.
It's kind of a school like the kids are already in the business. Like
there are other singers, dancers, and aerialists and jugglers and tumblers. And so
okay.
Covington, Kentucky from Jan.
So he goes to a school where everybody is like famous, pretty much, or aspiring to be famous.
And
okay.
Dear Michael, who's your favorite singer?
I like the Temptations, Three Dog Night, and Staple Singers.
All right. Tracy Balsam, Highland Park. We picked this one because this was the most frequently asked question. Do you know the Osmond brothers and are you friends with them? Or do you fight like fiends? You hate each other? Tell the truth now.
Okay. We met in Canada. We had a good time together. Came to the hotel and we talked a while and we have a basketball game coming up. I don't know the exact date.
Wow.
I would love to see that.
Oh, yeah.
I know both of these groups of people, and I can tell you objectively they are equally talented in all of that. You know all of their professional qualifications. As people, they're about the greatest folks I've met. If you counted them all together, there must be a dozen or more Jacksons and Osmonds, but it's a good combination. Can we do another one of the songs from this album?
Sure.
Hey, will you scoot over there and I'll give you a microphone
Wow.
and the usual paraphernalia,
I love that.
and I will
that was great.
show this to you one more time. There's so many great sides in here. You did one by Bill Withers that I love. This is not it, but this is one of my favorites. And again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Jackson.
I love that. It's just a tiny little interview, really, but there was some quite good questions in there. Normally with these interviews, they're terrible. Some of these interviewers I swear, they just don't know how to ask decent questions. Where this one, fair play, there was quite a few really good questions in there that is actually thought-provoking and like, oh yeah, I really enjoyed that. And seeing him, it's like, he always looks like he's being ambushed, though, don't you think? It's like he's in the middle of the crowd, and it's like he doesn't really mix in that well. Even as a kid, he didn't. It's like everyone else is just like, I don't know, aliens, you know, and he's like, like not terrified, not just not like almost out of place. It's a bit hard to explain how he feels. I think it's just a shyness, because I have noticed that in other interviews that he has got this shyness about him, and maybe it stemmed from early on. I don't know. I just really enjoyed that. Great little interview. And I just wasn't expecting to see young Michael in an interview, So cute. He was so bloody cute. And I loved his outfit. Can we just talk about his outfit for a second? I love this. Got the really long collar, right? And it looks like he's got like daisies, like a waistcoat daisy, and it looks amazing. I love the colors of the 70s. So vibrant. Super cute. Brilliant interview. Thank you for sending me this one.